to introduce Judge Krahulik, Family Court Judge, Orange County, to administer the oath of office. Judge Krahulik, please come forward.
To support and protect the Constitution of the United States of America.
Support and defend the Constitution of the United States of America.
And to support and defend the Constitution of the State of New York.
And to support and defend the Constitution of the State of New York.
And to faithfully discharge my duties as New York State Senator.
And to faithfully discharge my duties as a New York State Senator.
To the best of my ability, so help me God.
My ability, so help me God.
Congratulations.
Good morning. Let's try one more time. Good morning.
Good morning.
That's it. You know, you look around this room, you have some people that are going to join the Army in a few months. And excuse the little pressure, but I was with a bunch of them last night. Young kids, just like you. Some plebes that just come in last June. They had one thing. I'm proud of my country. And a kid came up to me last night and said, you know, but I'm from Tennis Valley, Tennessee. I had no idea where he was talking about. But he said, I'm a cadet at West Point. I went to a small school that my freshman year in high school, we had freshmen and sophomores in the same class. Here, we have 1,000. He said, so I'm a little lost. But he said, the golden opportunity of America. He said, I was born in Afghanistan, and I came to this great country. And they said, be proud. And when the citizenship came up for my parents, I was so happy. I was so thrilled that I was going to be an American citizen. I had heard the stories about Americans, that young children can go to school, study what they want to study, and be what they want to be. And most important, be proud. So, you know, after you get that from a young plebe, you look around and you say, you're an attack officer. What about this kid? He said, Larkin, he is all by himself. He is everything. When we had mental health this year, children coming down to the track, gee, what are you hiding? What's going on? Oh, you remember over at West Point this summer when we did the mental health for young kids? He was out there working. He said, in my country, they would be thrown in a barn. But in America, you're saying, why not help them? You know, Pine Bush has taken a lot of raps in the past year and a half. Ladies and gentlemen of this school, they were unnecessary. They tried to downgrade you. That's just what this young man was saying. The country that I was in, they tried to make me nothing. Here I am, a cadet at the United States Military Academy, unheard of in my country. But what does it mean to you as young students? God, I'm so proud of you. Knowing I was coming here today, I called a friend of mine that in April the 26th, before your parents were born, he and I went away. Unfortunately, he went to the Marine Corps, and I had to stay in the Army. And he was saying, you're going to went to a school? I said, yeah. He said, Larkin, April the 26th, 44, we went in the service. 6 weeks later, we left Fort Dix, we went to combat. Nobody said goodbye or anything. But today we have young people in schools. By the way, he's a retired principal, so I have to be kind to him, you know? He said, just think about what these kids are faced with today. Should I go here? Should I go there? But just think about it. You're in Pinebush. You see what's written about you. You stand up and say, wait a minute. Nobody worries about what the color of my skin is. They want to know what I want to be, how they can help me be that somebody. Don't ever let anybody say, you went to Pinebush? When they do that, stand tall and say, yes, and I'm damn proud of it. And so just think about it. How many seniors do we have here? I got a couple that are looking to go school down the road away. I'm going to be watching them. I'm going to be watching them because I live on 218 right into the point, so I'm over there. I'll be looking at grades. Remember that. And I want to tell you something. 4 years colleagues came to work in our office. And I said, let's see what they do. Sat down. Here's papers. Look at this paper. Read this paper. What would you do? Your colleagues. Next thing I know, they're on the phone. Someone was calling Washington, someone was calling. Why? Because I trust you. I trust you. What you would do in that office was to help somebody else. That's what you're from. That's where you came from. That's what you are. You're proud young American. God bless each and every one. You know, it's a big deal to be elected as senator. Yeah, I guess it is. But when you start to think about the privilege you have as an American, nobody has it. Everybody wants it. And I don't want to read about the stories that we've seen in the last week. You got to be proud. People are jealous of us. People, some hate us. But the bottom line is, every year, as the judge will tell you, she's there swearing in new people who become the United States citizens. If we're such a bad country, why do so many of them line up and want to come here? Because they know it's the land of opportunity. Just as this cadet said, in my country, in Afghanistan, I wouldn't have even been considered to go to high school. Never mind going to one of the best universities in the country. These young men and women at West Point, your classmates are going to join them. You know, in the oath it said, defend and protect the Constitution of the United States. Everybody's not going to go to the Naval Academy, the Air Force, the Marine Corps, the Army, Coast Guard. But you're always going to have that feeling about, I had an opportunity. This right here, I love that smile with that hand up there in the desk. You know what? You know what it is? He's saying, hey, Lark, hurry up. Coffee break is coming up. But the other part about it is I got to get back to that machine, you know, that you folks don't even know anything about, because I want to know where my next meeting is coming from and where I'm going to deposit it. This is a golden opportunity. And I'm not knocking you. I'm picking you up to say, when I hear from you in 4 or 5 years, just let me know, say, I was the guy in the front row, young man. I was that young person in the front row that you said. That's it. Look at the chorus. You know, when you people stand up and sing, my heart goes like this. Yes, 2 weeks from Tuesday, I'll be 87. I'm proud. I was proud to be a member of the Armed Forces. Sad when I had to write home and tell somebody's mother, somebody's wife, that your loved one was wounded or killed this morning. But just think about it. Those people that were there for you and me and everybody else in this room, because this is the greatest country. And this school district is tops. You know, you'll hear people say, this is what happened 3-4 years ago. I had a person that came here to see us in the office and said, you know, I haven't lived here in years. I went to West Point in 2000, and then I went all over the world. But you know, I'll never forget when Mr. Gilman appointed me to West Point, because everybody said to me, you don't have a Chinaman's chance. But you know what? All of a sudden, the guidance counselor came to me and said, are you sure this is what you want? Some of the teachers came out. Some of the student body came out. And then when I got my nomination, everybody said, God, you made it. Just give you an example. The class that's going to go in June, it's called Our Day. It's not Recognition Day. It's you're here, guys and girls. There's going to be 1,000 cadets. They have 26,000 applications as of 15 today. I was told last night. That's how important that school is to America. And you're going to be part of it. So you're not in the service. Look at these guys stand there too. We must be in the same banking industry you're in. He's thinking about, well, I'm not going to West Point, but I went to Pine Bush, and I was properly prepared for whatever faced me in the future. And I'll be watching you. So, I thank you very much for coming out today. To say you've been elected 19 times, a lot of people helped me. A lot of people have faith in me. I promise you I will never let your school district down. I have always been proud when I've been asked to come to Pine Bush. Why? Because Pine Bush represents something special. You know, if you live over in Cornwall, they'll say, that's out in the boondocks. I said, don't say that to the kids out in Pine Bush, or you'll be in the boondocks. They'll make sure you'll never forget that, right? But I really thank you from the bottom of my heart. And I thank my colleagues from law enforcement behavior. You know what's been going on lately? Law enforcement isn't tough. But they're there for you, just like others. So remember one thing. Don't remember me, you don't have to remember me. The old guy with no hair. My wife thought my hair was beautiful when we were over together. Now she says it's gone. My grandchildren said, what happened, Papa? Did you give it away? I said, no, they took it. Just remember, these are some of the nicest times in your life. You know, senior, I went back to our 50th anniversary. I didn't even know half the guys in the class. Of course, it was only 25 in our senior class. I went to school in upstate New York. But a few of us that are still here will communicate. Make sure you communicate with us. You don't have to write a long thing, and now with these new machines you got, you can tell them goodbye, hello, and everything else in 2 seconds, and they'll come to you. But just remember, you're in America. You went to a great, great high school. A high school that cared about you. Wanted to make sure. I've known Miss Carbone for years. Joe, everybody here. When I look at the members of the armed forces here, I just think, you understand that they're part of the greatest society in the world. And I ask you, never forget that you're an American. It's like I tell the new naturalized citizens. I where do you come from? And years ago they used to say, Greece, Turkey, this, there. No, where are you from? I told him before. I tell him, you answer it very simply. I'm an American, proud of it, and I thank you for allowing me to join you today. God bless each and every one.
Thank you again, Senator. I'd like to wish you personal congratulations. At this time, I would like to introduce the select choir to present the song, The Irish Blessing. I want to ask any students who are currently enlisting in the service at the conclusion of the school year, please rise. Other members of the audience, veterans and law enforcement who want to recognize the service of our state and our country. Appreciate it. I can tell you the Senator appreciates it, and on behalf of myself, on behalf of the Congress administrative team, on behalf of this district, I want to thank you, and I want to echo the Senator's words. God bless America, and God bless the Palm Beach High School and the Central School District. Thank you very much, Senator Larkin. This has been a great event, and we really appreciate you giving us the honor of having you here at Palm Beach High School. Students, you were amazing, as we knew you always are. Have a great day, guys. Anybody wants to congratulate the Senator, please feel free to come on down. He's a great man. Thank you, guys.